Alright, hello everybody and welcome to Strategy Sundays at Mac Paladin's Retro Gaming Emporium. I, of course, am Mac Paladin, and Golix will be joining me momentarily. Hopefully we are on the final part of Macross Eternal Lovesong, and it's been a long road getting from there to here. Ha Anywho. Getting my stuff set up here. Oh, man. Get the Golix in here. Javold.
Hello.
Well, it's a hell of a thing here. So I was just telling everybody, this may be the final part of Macross Eternal Lovesong, and if it is, then we got a little preview going. We're getting ready to be done in the thing. Oof. Just getting everything set up here. Bunkus. Oh, it's my Doodles, but she's probably off camera because she's a big goober who likes to hide.
What?
It's my cat, Doodles.
Ah, okay. Sorry, I missed that. Yeah.
Alright, well, hopefully everybody joins us soon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Alright, so when we are done with this, our plan next is to start playing Langritzer.
Yeah, I mentioned that in the alerts.
Yes. Langrisser Hikari no Matsue, which
Yes, which is, I believe, Descendants of Light.
Descendants of Light, yes. So, and of course, this one I have the physical disc for, and we will be trying to play it off of the physical disc. And of course, it has
And
all
when that fails, we have alternative plans.
Right.
I'm.
And it has all of that beautiful Satoshi Urashihara artwork and all of that stuff. So, Isn't that right, dudes? Isn't that right? That's right. That's right. All right, let me place that so that it's within the screen. Doodles is Bartholomew, as in the cat who throws up a lot. I'll be playing this on the other machine. I actually set up my all-in-one so that way it does all of the emulation and has all the controllers hooked up to it, because we have had a lot of problems trying to play the game and stream it off the same machine. And it's been causing a lot of CPU overhead that causes a lot of lag on the stream. So we're hopefully trying to put an end to that once and for all. But until such time, my doodles. There's my dudes. She did not like that at all. Like, not even a little bit. All right, get your ass over there. Come on, dudes. All right. Well, she's going to go punch Tippy in the face. Because I kicked her off my lap. Hey, Tippy. See, there's my big boy. There's my big boy. What's up? What's up, Tippy? He looks skeptical. All right. There we go. All right. Push the run button. Continue. Mission 29 and final. We're not even recapping this.
We did the Minmay attack, and it distracted the enemies enough that we were able to break into their thing. Now we need to get to the core of the ship and defeat Mortal Blood.
Victory conditions. Defeat question mark.
which does not mean friggin' shoot at the goddamn thing. Yeah, this may or may not end up being muted, but hopefully we can talk over it enough.
Yep. Well, the muting will stop now. That's why I didn't say much over that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's recap the dialogue here real quick.
Horn leader to Prometheus 2. We're inside the ship. I believe the next text box is that we're inside the ship part.
And I will now read the funny translation from Haunted Reader to Prometheus 2. My phone is dumb.
Yes. We've broken into the Blood flagship. From here we will proceed with the assault.
Roger.
Roger. Here is an explanation of the gravity cannon. The Blood has a high defensive power, so you need to get close. I think that's what this Xbox.
He has a defensive shield.
Yeah. This and the next couple of text boxes is basically so. Those gravity cannons we gave you, he has a powerful defensive barrier. You need to get close to him, and then both of you need to shoot it at the same time.
Yep. Yeah, if two aircraft hit it at the same time with high energy bursts, bullets,
we'll be able to overcome the defensive yada
the
yada.
synergistic effect doubles the destructive power. I wouldn't put Technobabble past this series.
Yeah, with these weapons, you'll be able to defeat him.
Roger.
It's no money. So he develops, and then this is. So when did we have time to develop this weapon? And then they reveal that Lyle gave them the specs at some point.
Magic, motherfucker.
But before telling you that, but before you think about that, right?
Yeah.
Worry about the enemies in front of you.
Alright.
Alright, let's go. Don't be afraid, I think.
Don't be late.
Don't be late. Roger. Yes.
This time we're just going for it. Screw them. The culture.
So we didn't have a chance against the protoculture after all. All right, this is the final battle.
Alright, this is the sinus battle. Where we beat him by a nose. Figured it would be a nice way to start off, you know, just throw 8 of them under the bus.
Uh-huh. So, those are the VF4s. Yes, are you Kiryu and Missy? Yeah, that's us. Well, we're here for the fleet to cover for you, basically.
Yep.
And probably mostly die tragically after mentioning the fact that we actually have people at home and our eject systems are all malfunctioning.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, everyone.
You know, this is doing a better job of translating in earlier episodes. By the way.
Yeah, my wife is a Meltrandy too, so don't be careful not to piss your wife off.
By fucking around and finding out.
Mm-hmm.
That is literally what he says. He's like,
Yeah, that's a surprised interjection. And Sonna is like the start of it's not like that, but it can also be other things.
you're gonna cheat, you're in trouble. What a line of dialogue to go to your doom with. Gradually, the enemy has arrived. All machines assault.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, he's like, hey, shut the fuck up and get fighting.
Yep.
So what we learned the last time we played this was that we have to defeat the captain before any of our guys touch the back wall, otherwise the AI breaks and the game's over.
Yes. Which can be more or less convenient based on how many of our guys just get killed by the enemies here.
Right.
Which is definitely possible, but... won't let you. I won't let you. I won't let you interfere with Kiryu and with what?
We established this was Major Kiryu and Lieutenant Misty.
Yeah, that's it. Major, and Lieutenant. Yes. Sorry, I can read it in Japanese, but I cannot remember for the life of me, especially because the Navy officer grades are the only ones I actually remember, which is which order off the top of my head.
Seem to have a wildly varying cadre of troopers here. See, like, these battle pods are very high ranked. Guns seem to work very effectively against battle pods. Well, if they sacrifice enough battle pods, they'll eventually kill off this lieutenant. For the Horde!
I'm charging in!
Mine was funnier.
What was yours?
For the Horde.
Ah, yes. I mean, it's the same idea. Interesting and wild targeting there. Maybe somebody will finally take this guy out. Oh my god, it worked. Something about the culture.
Here it comes. The big surprise. We finally come this far.
やはり文化を持つプロトカルチャーとは危険な存在だな。The proto-culture that has culture are dangerous existences after all.
It's not a plant, kids. Tell all plants.
All units.
Yes. Go ahead.
All units, listen. Just go and destroy the Myclones. Stop them here. Sorry, there's some editorial whatever.
Yeah.
Surround the enemies and destroy them. We'll squeeze them in.
Or, you know, just don't do anything. I didn't think anybody was in range. Ah, crap. I should have sent out my drones. Oh well.
Don't forget your drones back.
It's still weird to me that they can build them, but they can't fix them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we have quite a bit more troops alive this time because of the fact that I went in and assaulted the enemy directly instead of taking the more conservative route. Which means when you know who shows up, we can surround him.
Hopefully.
Make his life hard.
Well, part of the problem last time was that we just made the tactical error of deciding not to fight Kanjin because we could get past without it.
Well, the thing was that I attacked him once with the long-range weapon, and his counterattack devastated me. If I had kept going without adjusting my strategy, we would have been in a hell of a lot of trouble.
Right.
There he is.
I don't believe in culture. Kanjin. You are alive?
Me? Die? No, my body merely lay dormant while it repaired itself.
Something that... there's no way I would die that easily.
I was hoping somebody would get the last Starfighter reference.
See, to me, that reminded me of whichever Mega Man X game. I think it was Mega Man X6.
Yeah.
Where Zero says, when they ask where Zero has been, something like he says something along the lines of, I hid myself while I repaired myself.
They tried to kill him off so many times.
Well, it's because they were gonna transition to the sequel series, and then they decided, no, we also actually want to do more X games.
Right. That was management interference.
Uh-huh.
What's his name? The guy who's the creator?
Inafune.
Yeah. He was like, no, I want this to be the end. I think Mega Man X4 was supposed to be the last game in this series.
X5 was supposed to be the last, and then they made X6 without him, I believe.
Yeah.
Or
something along.
And then they made 7 and 8. By that point, they were kind of working on trying to make stuff work together again, but...
I believe Adam has some choice words about this. as does the angry video game nerd. Here we go, new dialogue.
Oh, come Jin. It's good that you came here. Defeat these guys. Yes, understood.
Alright, let's see what we got going on here. Sorry. We should be able to damage them without them getting us back. The only enemy of real significant threat to us is the Big Pit. At the start of the round, you've got to remind me to put out the stupid funnel pods.
Try to remember to do that.
No!
Go on without me.
Tell all my girlfriends I love them.
Or do you love waiting for the computer to decide which of the computer things it wants to shoot its computer shots at?
Right?
Don't forget to send out your remotes.
Yep. Ugh. God damn it, Misty took some damage. He's going for it. My only hope is that the discovery that I made about the MiG pit last time, that close range, smaller gun is more effective. Hands out this time.
Hopefully, yeah.
No regrets.
Pretty much.
Leroy Jenkins. I mean, he was basically Leroy Jenkins. Alright, we got a potato here. We're what we hope
Yep,
is the final
Tato has
episode of
made
this.
it.
What's odd though is I didn't see it in the stream chat. It wasn't until I looked over here.
Hmm.
I'm going home alive. What? That doesn't make any sense.
It's just... He's saying he's not going to die here as he's getting shot down, pretty much, I think, right? Which either means he's managing to eject or he's not right.
He's gonna be walking back to the ship.
Well, we'll see.
The culture.
We didn't have the chance against the proto-culture at all. Humans are not the proto-culture, by the way, in either timeline. So these guys are just dumb like that, I guess.
The funnel pods are very effective against battle pods. Yeah, it was fine. It'll catch up. I love how they're moving forward and they're just gonna leave this dude here.
I mean,
Oh, there we
They
go.
don't really need him, do they?
That'd be nice if they got rid of him.
That's true.
What I'm hoping for is we get a clusterfuck melee going on in that corridor with the infinitely spawning enemies. That would be tight. See, they leave him there and he picks off a dude. Surprise, lost condition, destruction of Prometheus 2.
I don't know how they can destroy it. It's not even here.
Right? That's the joke. A surprising miss.
Are you wiggling the window?
Yeah. Yep. Come on, get him. Not a hit.
Happens.
I have to say this is working out quite nicely. Keep coming against the center. now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna back off a little bit, and I gotta take out these guys here, because if it's mostly battle pods, they'll die to the funnel pods, and then I can snipe at the big pit from 2 units away.
Right.
But what I don't want happening is the MiG pit getting in range and then bombing on me before I get a chance to actually, you know, do something about it. So I'm gonna kind of let these guys through. While blocking these guys in. That way I can take my time in place to attack the MiG pit. And I think if I create a space that's only one wide, he won't be able to advance on me. I should be able to construct a zigzag line here. Alright. Let's see how horribly I miscalculated.
The risk I took was calculated, but man, am I bad at math.
Something like that. I'm also hoping these guys will get into the fray successfully. Create more buffer for the MiG pit to waste its time firing at, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, he's going for it. This guy's bold. He did 0 damage, but I applaud his effort.
Mm-hmm. Well, and it would be better if our guys mostly blow themselves up on the MiG pit than if they keep going towards the back of the thing
Right.
and soft log us again.
Yeah, that was fun. Strategery. That's my word. Damn it, I've got
My eject mechanism isn't working. Blah.
I was gonna say, damn it, I've got a turkey burning in the oven. And the turkey's me. So what we experienced last time was that if I attack the MIG pit directly, it damages my funnel pods. Mm-hmm. But if I let him attack them, he seems to do no damage.
Well, we'll see how that holds up.
Well, we're just going to create a blockade here. And then try to quickly take out these lesser enemies. So that way they don't wipe out our troopers here. Let them muck around with this guy. Ah, shit. Yeah, and I was serious when I said quickly because we're gonna have a guy hit the back wall if we don't.
Unless Kamjin is graceful enough to, or whatever, enough to shoot him for us.
Yeah. Well, at least they killed each other. Uh-huh. Alright, we're about to get in trouble here. He finally succeeded in damaging one. Alright, that did 40. He did 0 to her. And what I have now learned is that at point blank range you can take some damage, but if you're 2 spaces away, he can't shoot back.
Yeah, I think in this game it's generally been that most, more than one range attacks are uncounterable.
Unless you're in exactly the spot for one of their secondary weapons or something. And my hope is that he'll do something dumb like attack the funnel pods. They fired the wrong weapon at our funnel pod.
One that works or the one that misses?
The one that misses.
Yeah.
So, let's see if my theory holds true. Yeah, he can't hit us at 2 spaces. Like, he might have a weapon that could hit us at this range. Well, actually, no, he doesn't. Because otherwise he would be able to counterattack us.
I don't know if that's how it works. It may or may not be.
Well, that's how
This
it's been
game is
working.
pretty skimpy with counterattacks.
I have found that if they have a weapon that, if you are in their precise weapon arc, like if you were on a square that would be in their normal weapon arc, then that's the weapon they counterattack you with. So, like, if you were to shoot at me now,
I thought it was mostly one-to-one range attacks could counter.
no. I've seen the lasers attack if somebody actually does something dumb like attack me in the same diamond firing arc. This weapon actually the handgun has 2 rings of arc stacked on top of each other. So anything within 2 spaces in any direction of the BF4 automatically gets wasted.
I see.
It's just that there are no allied characters that actually fly a VF4.
Right.
Only our 3 hero characters. One of whom ditched us. Son of a bitch.
He had other projects.
I think he's going to oblige us and just sit there.
I mean, can he even move?
He can move through his allies. He can go backwards away from us.
Ah, fair. I wasn't sure about moving through his
you see,
allies.
that guy was 2 spaces away and he just got lasered to death.
All right, then. We didn't have a chance against the protoculture after all.
See now, the funnel pods they'll only have 1 space of attack, so there was no counterattack there.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna milk that 2 hit points forever. Okay. And he's dead. I believe that is game over, my friends.
Hopefully. Honor! Damn you! Assorted, frantic upset yelling that does not translate well.
According to Google Translate, it says, well done, well done, well done.
Yeah, which is not really what it means. Give it up already, Kamjin. It's your loss.
No, not yet.
I can't lose here. So presumably now you need to get your dudes up to the end zone, I think.
No, he took over the battle pod here.
Oh, then just shoot him down in the battle pod with things. Sure would be nice if they'd tell you that. I guess maybe the big pit just had an escape pod that's a battle pod.
Well, he's dead now.
Hopefully. Ah! I can't believe it! There's no way!
He's such a fool.
That's not what Baktana means. But yeah. Let's go, Misty! Yes, Kiryu!
And ending. And scene.
こちら本土リーダー目標破壊以上
This is Horn Leader. The target has been destroyed.
今回は苦戦しましたな。しかし我々は文化を守り抜くために戦い続けなければなりません。
そうだ。それが我々の選んだ道なんだから
Anything?
結局我々は戦いから離れることはできないのですね。
だがこれは戦いを終わらせるための戦いだ。いつの日か争いのない宇宙を築くためのな。
Well, we've won this time, but we're going to have to keep fighting to protect culture. Yes, but that is the fate that we have chosen.
Right.
Hopefully, if we keep fighting someday, there will be peace. Give or take. Let's see, I don't know too many. The first one is Midori Hikaru. But I'm not good at Japanese names.
It's alright.
Aside from there are two Tanakas here. And then musical piece that will definitely get muted.
Maybe. We'll see. I let it play through the last video and it didn't
No,
get
then
it.
maybe not. This is sound engineering credits, I think.
Worst case scenario, I can always download it, put some white noise over it.
Yeah.
Or pitch it.
That may or may not work.
Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah.
But the only purpose of that would be to hear our commentary.
Well, and who wouldn't want to do that?
Yeah. Ba 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 ba. Do 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 do. Blap 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 blap. Just make weird noises over it.
I mean, that's one of the strategies.
Woo!
Is keep making noise,
That's right.
and they won't be able to hear the part that they don't like us having.
Right. Da 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 da. I'm slightly more musically inclined than that. And if you buy that, I have some oceanfront property out near Pluto you might be interested in.
Metaphor for the sea of stars or something.
I can purchase you a plot of land in Scotland. And make you a lord.
They've had that going on forever, though.
Right?
Like, I know it came up again recently because they were doing a big push for it around Christmas, but my dad got whiskey like a decade ago or something that has a thing where, like, oh yeah, you have a technical title to a square foot plot of land somewhere in Scotland.
There was Maria and Lot giving each other doe eyes.
What does it say about this game that I'm not even sure if these are... that might be supposed to be Guy and...
Yeah.
What's his face? But it's really hard to tell.
Gray and...
Yeah, that's the other one.
So, I actually watched a video of Macross 2036, the prequel to this game. You can beat the damn thing in an hour. It's only 5 missions. And
otherwise the
contains-
gameplay is similar, or?
No, it's a side-scrolling shooter.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that make it much faster.
Hey, there's our flight controller.
Uh-huh.
And Misty making a symbol that she would probably not be culturally aware of.
The V for me having her picture taken is a separate Japanese thing.
Right.
I don't know where it comes from. It's probably related.
It probably doesn't come from Maltrandy custom.
Right.
Just saying. Somebody probably put her up to it and said, "Here, do this thing."
Oh man, copyright 1992.
God damn it. The big ending. But yeah, if you want to watch it, there's a playthrough of it where the player does it nearly perfectly. I don't know if they cheated or not, but... Alright. Finn.
I mean, most side-scrolling shooters are pretty fast if you don't like game over repeatedly.
Yeah. I mean, they looked like they were just good. They did take some damage.
Uh-huh.
Because you have an energy meter.
Yeah,
so
you don't need to do a time-assisted thing or a tool-assisted thing to semi-perfect it.
I mean, there are some people with side-scrolling shooters that are just that good. So you know.
Or just learn the game that well, because most of them are programmed.
Yeah, it does have a set pattern, so once you memorize it, it's like, it's done. It's like that guy on Press Your Luck back in the 80s. All right. So that is it for Macross Eternal Love Songs.
Mm-hmm.
And the
It's
controls,
finally over.
as evidenced by the fin at the end there, which is, for those of you not in the know, that is French for final or the end.
Yeah, end.
And they didn't make any more games in this series, so that's it for the Macross 2 timeline.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't honestly know if this story and Macross 2036 actually added anything to the timeline. I tried to put
they take place after. Well, yeah, I don't know what the actual thing about Macross 2 is very much. So,
or even if that, see that they tried to wrap up the storyline by making the lore such that the Zentradi were created by the Marduk, who were the ultimate bosses of trying to, I don't know, capture the Earth, get the Alus, or whatever the hell the SDF-1 was called in that version of it, and it was strange. And then they actually had singers that controlled the Zentradi, which is like
interesting.
So it's like, so if the singers control the Zentradi, why didn't they come with and prohibit the Minmay attack from working the first time around?
I think generally the assumption is that something went wrong.
So yeah,
The Zentradi always scans to me as having been an orphaned race. Like, they were created to follow the orders of something, but at some point the people who were supposed to be giving them orders were not present.
Yeah, well, the Marduk show up, 70 years later in Macross 2? And of course, it's during an anniversary event.
Mm-hmm.
And start wreaking havoc with their songstresses. And it's not clear to me from the plot whether or not they created the songstresses as a response to what happened, or if they
Or if that had just been always how they worked.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little unclear.
And it was exactly the same plot. The UN Spacey goes in, tries to use the Minmay attack, it fails. They have a bunch of shenanigans. The hero falls in love with the Marduk girl, who sings a different song that turns the Zentradi and the Meltrandi against the Marduk, and then one of the guys who was her protector goes rogue and decides that he wants to get with protoculture and says, after you defeat the big bad, he decides he wants to go out into space and find other Zentradi fleets and convert them to the way of protoculture.
Mm-hmm.
The end. So it's all, Macross is always the same story, always.
Well, and then the main timeline is also generally fairly similar stories, I think, but resolves a lot less.
Right. All right. So, now I gotta change something over here. I actually have to change my scene collection here.
Mm-hmm.
Where is...
While you do that
Nor
quickly.
can it be reversed. It can only but be accepted.
2, 1. Time to show off.
Okay, so that actually shows Genshin Impact, so ignore that for just a minute.
Yeah, they've got
It's TP
targets
code.
on their backs. Time to...
Alrighty. Let's see if I set this up correctly. Take Cosmic Fantasy out of there because that doesn't play anyway. Infinite screens. I should have the Langrisser artwork. We talked about it a while back. Infinity and beyond. Now, if I set this up correctly, Nothing works right, ever. Screen.
Uh-oh, Mac, you're repeating.
I know.
Or cascading. Whatever the friggin' term for that is.
TurboGrafx CD. Let's see if it'll actually run it. This will be funny. I am pressing the wrong controller because I am a jackass. Input. Right, down, left. That should do it. Alright, so it will play this way. And this is a preview of the opening scene of
これは PC エンジンスーパー CD-ROM2 専用ソフトなの。スーパーシステムカードと交換して遊んでね。
It's saying something about Super CD-ROM system card.
Does that mean it's not working, or?
I think I picked the wrong BIOS. I don't know her name in the official version, but she was renamed to Sabra in Warsong.
Mm-hmm.
Da, 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 da. Okay. You gotta love it when things are weird.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a problem. It just takes a minute to get there. There we go. Ah, so for this program, it's Alt-Enter. Makes it full screen. Okay, let's see if it likes this CD card. There we go. And it's the same company, Messiah.
はるか古より手にしたものに無限の力を授けると歌われた伝説の
So a little preview for next week.
欲深き者どもはその剣を求めるがゆえ
Well, it does seem to be working.
その剣を守らんがるため互いに命をかけ多くの血が流れていった。しかし今は古き英雄の末裔バルディア王家の手によって悪しき者たちから長きを守られていた。だがそれも崩れ去る時が来た。ダルシス帝国皇帝ディゴスが大軍団を従えラングリッサーを手に入れんがためにバルディアへ侵攻を開始したのである。
Interestingly, I've never been able to beat the first scenario of this version of the game.
Oh?
彼は伝説の秘剣を手に入れ
Does it have different AI or?
The objective changed.
遥かなる時を超え呪われた剣が今解き放たれる。
And apparently it was made by the same company, NCS Corp.
Mm-hmm.
Oddly appropriate given that it's exactly the same style of game. Alright, so that's a little look at what we'll be doing next week. And that's, I think that's it for this episode. I got some work to do, so we're going to need to cut this short. But, do you have reviews today?
Eddie Fan has a Digimon tournament thing, so we're doing the reviews tomorrow.
Ah. Alright.
But I do have something else to do, so.
Of course. Alright, so that's it for this week's installment of Macross Eternal Love Songs and a little preview of what we'll be starting next week. We'll be playing Langrisser, Descendants of Light for the PC Engine. So I hope you'll join us for Strategy Sundays while we play that. And I hope you had a great time this week. And actually, I should change my scene collection back to Macross for the moment there. If it'll work. I broke it.
Oh boy.
Come on. Oh well, anyway, that's it. We'll see you next week. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there, kids.
Mm-hmm.